Tennessee piano, that's a good one. Okay. If you could suspend all sense of time and reality, who would you want to sing with from any genre, era, style, etc.? I don't know that I would want to sing with anybody. I kind of think of myself as a guitar player and a musician first. So for me, the answer would be something simple like I'd love to jam with Led Zeppelin, Leonard Skinner, Black Sabbath, the list goes on. The Allman Brothers Band, for me, that would be an amazing thing. But if I could suspend all sense of time and reality, who knows what else I could get done.
Obviously, I would think of it in sort of like a duet, because as amazing as, say, Frank Sinatra was, I've never sat around thinking, God, I'd love to have sung with Frank. To be honest with you, this is gonna sound strange because you might not think it listening to my music, and then of course, Barry did it. I have always wanted to sing with Barbra Streisand. I would just love to sing with Barbra Streisand. I think that would be so cool. So yeah, she's one of my favorite singers of all time anyway, but I would just love to do it. If anyone knows Barbra, I'm ready.
Would have loved to have been able to sing with Elvis Presley, Louis Armstrong. I already got to sing with the Mills Brothers. That's pretty much it.
My dad. I got to work with him, I got to record with him. So we did sing together technically on some things that we did, but I never got to perform on a stage with him, which would have been incredible. So yeah, my dad.
When you chose the song, were you thinking of it being the best homage to your father or something else? Well, it's actually an homage to Morris, but what I was really thinking of it being was an interesting reimagination or an interpretation of the song. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of covers that sound almost exactly like the original, so I wanted to do something different and something that's hopefully exciting for the listener and maybe even garner some new listeners, so.
Laura, I wasn't really thinking about it that way. I've got to be honest with you. I wasn't thinking of it in terms of being like the best homage. Probably, we're always going to screw something up, but also, I don't know what he would have wanted. I don't know what he would have liked, but I do think he would have liked this because he liked it when I did things differently. I've only covered Brothers songs 2 or 3 times, but when I did Run to Me, he loved it. He loved the fact that I put a guitar solo in the middle of the song and turned some things around. I know that he loved it when people did his songs differently because him and the brothers, they're songwriters, he saw themselves as writers, so it's like he loved Al Green's How Could He Mend a Broken Heart. Very, very different from the original. My goal was to do an interpretation of the song. It didn't have this grandiose, lofty goal of paying homage to my father. It wasn't really like that, and I don't think it should be either. I do wish he'd heard my Massachusetts that I did for the Boston Marathon bombing. That was very cool. Actually kind of surprisingly similar to the original, but
I don't know if it's the best homage to my dad, but I think it does pay respects to the legacy, the harmonies, and obviously the songs are theirs. I think it's a very special thing that we've all done to come together to do this in their memory and in their legacy of their music. I think we probably all wanted to see if we could actually do it as well. It's one of those things that's almost like a faux pas. You don't do a song from your dad, you can't ever make it better, you can't do it again, but I think we all did it. We did the music justice, I would hope, and I hope you all end up liking it.
It's a good question. I was just trying to have a good time, and if it was received well on the other end, that was just more to be happy about. I wasn't sure actually when I was making it how many people would ever hear it. At the time, I didn't think it was going to be this size of the production it's at now.
It was about really just honoring them and being a part of putting their music into a different genre a little bit as well, opening it up to new ears, to new generations, doing it well enough so that they would be proud and they would feel honored. Well, that was what my goal was, truly paying tribute to them.